Moms, we see you.
That first year home was really rough.
If they were listening to me, it would have been caught much earlier.
We have to do better.
We shouldn't be losing moms.
We are fighting with you and fighting for you. Join the movement to ensure every mom and baby is healthy and gets the advocacy, research, and support they need.
March of Dimes is a beacon of hope to families. They know that they're not going through it alone.
Let's take action for all moms and babies. March for Babies, a mother of a movement.
Welcome to the 2021 March for Babies virtual experience celebration. Thank you for being a part of a mother of a movement. You're changing the lives of so many families, and what an impact you've made. Over the last year, 4 million babies received life-saving newborn screening. 19 million women were reached through our programs, education, and resources. More than 150 state legislative bills were passed to advocate for the health of moms and babies. And investments in critical research began uncovering the impact of COVID-19 to their health. But with so much work to be done, there's no stopping now. We must end preventable preterm birth. We must end preventable maternal health risks and death. And we must fight for health equity for all moms and families. The steps you take today will help us get there. Enjoy the celebration in your march, and together we're creating something big. March for Babies, a mother of a movement.
Hello and welcome. My name is Angelique Peterson Mayberry, and not only will I be your host today, I'm also the 2021 Metro Detroit March for Babies Chair. Thank you for being with us at our March for Babies virtual experience. That's right, I know, it's virtual and we'd rather be together, but we are still here. We will have a really good time today and we won't hold you long, but we'd just like you to know that we are grateful that you joined us here in this movement here in Michigan. Today is a day to celebrate our children and your fundraising accomplishments. But today is also a day where we will remember those precious lives of those little ones who passed and become angels to so many families. We acknowledge that there is yet work to be done to make sure that every family has the best possible start for their little one being brought into this world. You know, unfortunately, the U.S. remains amongst the most dangerous developed nation for childbirth, especially for women and babies of color. With preterm birth and maternal death rates continuing to rise, we need to unite, connect, and fight for all families. March for Babies, a mother of a movement, is just one opportunity to make a visible difference in our community now and for generations to come. By joining this movement, you're lifting up communities for health equity, opening a door for all moms to have access to care, and protecting the health of families by pushing for their rights. One thing that I do know is that we're all connected by our support for March for Dimes. Let's hear now from one of our Southeast Michigan Board of Directors, Dr. Patricia Wilkerson Uddyback.
Hello, I'm Dr. Patricia Wilkerson Uddyback, the Detroit Medical Center's Vice President for Academic and Community Affairs, and a proud member of the March of Dimes of Southeast Michigan Board of Directors. As I reflect on my own journey of motherhood, I can't help but feel extremely grateful for the wonderful health care that I received and the wonderful physicians that I was able to work with. I really reflect more than anything on my first delivery with my daughter Lauren, in which I went into preterm labor at 32 weeks. And it was during the time that I was in the hospital that the doctors gave me surfactant, which is a medication that helps to develop the lungs of infants just in case they're born prematurely. It wasn't until years later that I found out that the March of Dimes is one of the organizations that helped to fund the research that was involved in developing this wonderful medication. It gave me a sense of peace and calm, knowing that if if I should deliver prematurely, that I had a much better chance of having a baby that would survive. As I think about any mother having to go through the emotional toil of having a preterm infant, I know that the work of the March of Dime and the resources that they have provided will help to make that burden a little bit easier and a little lighter.
We like to take a moment and remember those who have passed. If you would like to share the name of your loved one and your story, please share it in the comments section. These families represent the diverse stories that bring us together to march for the health of all moms and all babies, today and every day. Whether you were born preterm, have experienced a devastating loss, faced serious maternal health problems or pregnancy complications, received help during your baby's health, or want to see the world with healthy and happy birth stories, you belong here. You are the reason why we march, and we will continue to do so until we can see significant changes in the data that was shared here today. We now want to recognize our national sponsors. Thank you to HCA Healthcare and Redkit. Thank you to our local sponsors. We are so grateful for your partnership and your support. Our platinum sponsor is Ford Motor Company. Our silver sponsors are St. Joseph Mercy Health System and UBS. And our bronze sponsors are UAW Region 1A and UAW Local 723. We also want to recognize our top fundraisers who not only have invested in our mission, but are marching forward today and every day. To each and every one of you, we are truly grateful and we say thank you. Thanks again for joining us today. But wait, before we go out and march in our own special way, in our own special spaces, here are just a couple of reminders. Please visit our virtual experience site and tents. They will be open for another 15 minutes, and trust me, you'll be happy that you stopped by. Although we may be nearing the end of our virtual experience, our march is just beginning. We are well on our way toward our 2021 campaign goal of $375,000, and we're going strong. All fundraising can continue through June 30th in order to earn rewards through our new March for Babies, a Mother of a Movement loyalty and recognition program. I hope that you will, because of your donations, see so much more that we can do for families right here in our own communities in a variety of ways. We're able to fund the first Michigan supportive pregnancy care site, and that's a March of Dimes model where a group of prenatal care will begin serving mothers in Detroit later this year to reduce preterm birth, maternal and infant mortality, and reduce maternal depression. We have also been able to fund implicit and unconscious bias training for maternity care providers at 2 healthcare systems in Metro Detroit. These asset-building training tools can provide skills that help foster the ability to further achieve health equity within the healthcare setting. And we've achieved legislation extending Medicaid coverage to cover pregnant women for a full year after giving birth instead of the former 6-week time frame. The new 12-month time frame post-birth is where there's an increased period of a risk of maternal mortality and morbidity. Continuity of healthcare coverage for women throughout this high-risk period will also allow more opportunities for potentially fatal complications to be managed and avoided by medical providers. March for Babies, as you can see, is so much more than today. It's a mother of a movement transforming the health and lives of all moms, all babies, and all families. And it wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you. So now it's time. Lace up, mask up, and march up and down your street or around your neighborhood or wherever you choose to go. And before you go, don't forget, post all your pictures and use the hashtag March for Babies or hashtag MFB Metro Detroit. Ready? Wait, let's count down together. 5,